If they invite you to a house party in Accra, run. If they add it's a private house party, run away. So around last year, a friend of mine invited me to a house party, and I asked him if I could bring another friend because the people that were coming, I didn't know them, and so I had to be like with someone I know and I could like feel comfortable around. When he was inviting me, he didn't tell me it was a private house party. He just told me it's a house party. Now I've been to a lot of house parties, so I didn't even think much of it. So when we got to the party, there was a bouncer at the entrance, and this guy was like, please, you need to drop your phone. Excuse you? Mean I hear what you just say? Put what? Yeah, it's a private thing, so we need to put our phones. He had one basket and I saw phones in it. It was like we are supposed to put our phones in there because it's a private thing. I wasn't told that. So I now called a friend that invited me to come and explain himself outside because I don't understand what's going on here. So he came out, he explained, he said he forgot to tell me, and besides he knows I've been to other house parties, so I was familiar with this. I was like, brother, I am not familiar with anything like this. Is this some Squid Game or something? But anyways, we dropped our phones and we entered. Now when we entered, a lot of people were already gone. They were high, others were eating, others were dancing. It looked like a normal house party, so me, I didn't think much of it. So I asked him if there were like any soft drinks, and he said, oh, there is Coke, there is Fanta and stuff like that is in the dispenser. Third red flag. When I opened the fridge over there were like it was filled with just alcohol, so I just decided to just go to the dispenser and pour myself some Coke because I am a sucker for Coke. Soft drink in dispenser wasn't making any sense, but then you know those dispensers that they put drinks inside, mostly they are mixed drinks like maybe cocktails and stuff like that. So soft drink, Coke and Fanta in dispenser, I wasn't understanding it. But when I got there, the Coke had lemons and other fruits in it, so I was thinking, oh okay, they wanted to mix it, that's why it's there. So I went ahead to pour myself a glass, and my friend also poured herself the Fanta. We got ourselves the drinks and then some sausages and kebabs. So me now, I love Coke a lot, so I went in for a third glass, a fourth glass. I think I took like 4 or 5 glasses of the Coke. But my friend, she was on diet and she wasn't taking sugary stuff, like she wasn't taking sodas, so I think she even finished just half of her glass. But me, I took like 4 or 5 of that glass of Coke. So we were just there. It didn't taste nothing like alcohol. It also tastes like something was mixed in. I mean, there was a slight change of taste, but I was thinking it was the lemons and some other fruits I saw inside that changed the taste slightly. 40 minutes to 1 hour after drinking it, I started feeling some way. My lips became heavy, my eyelids became heavy. I felt like my soul was going out of my body. My body was numb, my hands were numb. Now I was just sitting there. I was aware of everything that was happening around me, but I couldn't move, I couldn't talk. I was just sitting there laughing. Now my friend that I came with, she was sitting beside me and she noticed something was wrong. So she was asking me, Mabi, are you okay? I was just looking at her laughing. I wanted to talk. I wanted to tell her something. I wanted to tell her something was wrong, like I am high. Okay, I need to get the fuck out of the place. But I couldn't talk. I was just looking at her laughing. So now my organizer friend, he came and he was like, hi, the games are about to start. I was sitting there, I was aware of everything that was happening. I was listening, I could hear everyone. He said the games were about to start, so everyone should get seated. Everyone sat down. It was a truth or dare game, so they were going to spin a bottle. We were sitting in a round shape like this, so they were going to spin a bottle. If it points you, they will give you, I think, a card. You will read what's on the card and choose one person to act what you read with, right? The things people were reading and doing, oh my god. And they had to act it in front of us. People were doing things I cannot say, things mother and father are supposed to be doing. All the house parties I've been to, the truth or dare were just normal stuff. It wasn't that freaky. I promise you, it wasn't that freaky. Now me, I'm just sitting there gone. My soul was gone. I was just sitting there laughing, watching them and laughing. So they now spinned again and the bottle pointed at me, and Miss Ma'am is gone. I can't read. I can't read. I can't open my heavy lips. I couldn't. I was just sitting there. My friend was like, Mabi, are you okay? Do you want us to leave? Like, I was just looking at her laughing. So of course she wasn't taking me serious. She thought I was just joking around. So the friend that I went with took the paper and she was like, she'll do it for me because I don't seem to be in my right senses. So they asked her to, like, if you can't act what you read, you take a shot. So it was so freaky that she couldn't do it, so she took a shot for me. The things that was happening at the party was beyond freaky. You know, house parties, those private house parties are diabolical, and the people there are unhinged psychologically. They don't care. They do whatever. I'm just sitting there watching people do things. I'm like, I have never seen something like this before, trust me. So I started tapping my friend with my elbow, and I was like, I was tapping her. Then she sensed that I wanted to leave, but my organizer friend said we cannot leave, that we can leave when it's like 5 a.m. And my friend was like, no, he can see. Like, I could hear them. I was just standing there laughing. Like, I was just smiling, like a smiley face on Kenny Valley. I was just smiling, and then like she forced him. They were even about to exchange words, but she forced him, and he was like, okay. So she said you should go and tell the bouncer to give us our phones. She booked a ride. The ride came fast. It was just around East Legon, so it wasn't so hard to get both. So the ride came, and then we went. If I tell you, I went 3 to 4 days before recovering to my full body, like to my full senses. After I recovered, I reached out to my friend that organized the thing, and I asked him what was in there. Was it dope? Was it dope? It should be dope, because alcohol cannot make me go crazy like this. He said, yeah, they mixed it with dope. And I was like, are you okay? Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you fucking warn me? The people in this city, they can even mix water with dope. Be careful the parties you go. Not the parties you go, but be careful what you eat at parties. Trust me.